Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and today we having week third assignment third. So in this video I will going to provide you the whole solution of week third, and for this first question is, which of the following is least likely to be specified in an operational cloud service level agreement SLA? So the option is the correct option is B, exact encryption algorithm and key storage processor. Then comes to the second question. A multi-level SLA generally consists of which of the following level? So in this, option D is correct because all these levels are present, and option D is correct. It means option D. Then comes to the third question. An enterprise sign a three-tier multi-level SLA with a cloud provider. However, the corporate level SLA agreements 95% uptime. The customer level SLA specifies 98% uptime, and service level SLA guarantees 99.9% uptime. In case of service disruption, which level of SLA is the provider legally bound to honor? So in this, option C is correct because service level SLA as it's the most specific agreement. Then come to the fourth question. Which pair of metrics is most directly used to quantify the reliability and recoverability commitments in a cloud SLA? So in the fourth question, option A is correct. Availability, uptime percent, and mean time to recovery (MTTR). Then come to the fifth question. A cloud service guarantees 99.9% availability per day per 30-day month. What is the maximum allowable downtime in that month under the SLA? So about 0.72 hours. So it means option A is correct. Then come to the sixth question. Which feature primarily enables a parallel database to process large analytical queries faster than a traditional database? So in this, option B is correct. Disrupted query execution across multiple computing nodes. Then come to the seventh question. You are building a fraud detection pipeline that must flag suspicious transaction within a few hundred milliseconds as they arrive. The system must. So the option C is correct. A nightly batch job on the data warehouse that scans the data transaction. So option C is correct. Then come to the eighth question. A company stores petabytes of satellite imagery that must be processed in parallel by Spark cluster. So in the eighth question, B, option B is correct. Object storage such as Amazon S3 or cloud storage, Google Cloud Storage. Then come to the ninth question. A MapReduce job is designed to count word frequency in 2 TB of text file. The mapper output is 1.5 TB. And after the shuffle and sort phase, the data is 1.3 TB around the reduce phase. So in this question, the options are: the mapper logic is inefficient, rewrite the mapper function, or option B, combiner phases didn't run, ensure combiner is explicitly configured to compress intermediate data locally. Option C, the shuffle and sort did not duplicate keys, increase the number of reducers. Or D option, the network bandwidth is saturated, add more nodes to the cluster. So in this question, um, option B is the correct one because the combiner phase did not run. Ensure combiner is explicitly configured to compress intermediate data locally. Then come to the 10th question. And in 10th question, an OpenStack compute node contains 460 physical VP v CPUs. If the CPU allocation ratio is 5:11, what is the maximum number of virtual CPUs that may be allocated? So in the 10th, option B is correct, 3200. So submit the answer. And if you didn't subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel and hit the like button. And I think you like the video, so please like the video. And if you having any comments regarding this video or any option, you can comment me on this video also. I will try to give you feedbacks, or sorry, I will try to give you the reply back on the comment section. And again, I'm requesting you guys, please subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching.